Hey everybody, this is Evan, the founder and developer of HedgePulse.com, and in this video, I'm just going to try to quickly take you all through a walkthrough, why I designed the app the way I did, how do I personally use the app, okay, and a little bit about my workflow. I really try to simplify things as much as I can. Number one, I look at market internals. Number two, I look at options exposure. And three, the key levels. Now, market internals. What made me design it this way is I used to have 17 charts on a third monitor, and I got sick of that, to be honest. This is much easier to read at a glance than trying to compare numbers or compare 17 different charts. Now, the options exposure, we have gamma at the top always, delta at the bottom, and then we have the totals in the middle. So these are adding together everything on the chart that is beside them. So on the left side, the top left total bar right here is summing this chart. The right bar is summing this chart, okay? Same thing for the bottom, same thing for the Qs. For the options exposure though, when I first started using Gamma, a lot of these different platforms, they were all doing left to right. I'm not a big fan of left to right because we all know what a stock chart looks like. I just feel like this makes more sense. So that's why I made it this way. Now at the top, we have key levels. A big part of the design is to make it easy to see where we are visually, get a feel for the market at a glance. I want to be able to make better decisions faster. That's the whole point. And this helps me do that. Hopefully it helps you. That's the point. This just really lets me see what level are we closest to. I want to see it and I want to see it now. So anyway, as for the design, that pretty much covers it. Now at the top, we have tick matrix. This is second by second. Then we have the advanced decline matrix. That's from the open of the day, how many stocks are up versus down. Then we have the advanced decline volume. That's looking at the volume of the up stocks versus the stocks that have been going down on the day. Then we have the volatility matrix. We have 1 day, 9 day, 1 month, and 3 month. And the volatility of the volatility down here at the bottom, okay? As we scroll down a little bit, we have all the different spider sectors, and we have USO for oil and gold, silver, right? Now for the market monitor, we have weekly expected move. So this is calculated every Friday after the close. And this is looking at the next week's expected move. Now, we offer a few different ways to see expected move. You can go to the volatility matrix and see it down here. We have an expected move cone. So that's expiration by expiration. And we also have the exposure matrix, which shows it here along with the key level term structure as well. Now, the blocks underneath the symbol are a look at the current candle. Is the current candle green or is it red? And it's 8 different time frames. So we have 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30 minute, hourly, day, week, and month. We also have the STRAT Matrix, so that gives you a little bit more detail. And if you want to learn more about the STRAT Matrix and what these symbols mean, you can go to Home, Learn, and STRAT Matrix Signals. We also put updates in here. We've got a lot of information on the entire app in the Learn section. You can check that out. So I'll come back to this tab here in a minute. But my initial workflow, just for gamma exposure, I look at the breadth first. Is it all green, 50-50? Is it all red? Are we mixed all over the place? What is that? Okay. Right now, it's more green, so it's mostly bullish, right? What else is mostly bullish? QQQ, but it's not fully bullish. This delta down here in the bottom left, that's not bullish to me. SPY is not bullish right now. So for me, since these are not telling me the same thing, I'm going to expect chop. Now, when would I like to be long or short? Well, it's real simple. If I want to be long, I want all of this to be green. For me to be short, I want all of this to be red. If I'm looking for us to be bearish, I'm going to need to see the advanced decline matrix start to turn red, the tick red, the volume needs to be coming down, QQQ would need to turn red, and we need to be below the ZG level. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, so I can get a feel for the market, and I'll try to put some of that into words here. The only other time I would be bearish is if we're hitting the PG level, and there's no other large strikes above the PG level. A perfect example here is the volume on QQQ. So $715. I don't like that this strike is more than half the size of PG already. Because if we move up, the 715 strike is going to shrink and the 720 is going to grow. Now, once we get a dollar or two above, I would really expect 720 to become the PG level. Now, assuming it still looks pretty much like this, say all of the levels above 720 stayed small, if we're not at the very end of the day, I may take an intraday short trade against the PG level, or especially if we get much above that PG level. Now, always manage risk, of course, but that is a trade I would like to do, especially if SPY was still bearish. If everything is just maxed out green, I'm not shorting anything at all, anywhere, okay? Same thing goes for the downside. It's the same concept. The main difference here is, generally speaking, when you're above the zero gamma level, the market behavior changes. Now, the zero gamma level that we have, it's a level that I came up with. It's not the same as a gamma flip. And I have some statistics on this that'll be in a different video. And I'm working on getting that into the app itself as well. Essentially, our zero gamma level is looking at the first green strike, the first red strike, and figuring out, okay, what is the exact crossover point between them that would be zero gamma. And in this case, 765.86. And that's because this first red strike is so large that it pushes it closer to the first green strike. Okay. Now, we do also offer the gamma flip. You can see that down here in exposure. We have gamma flip right there. So anywhere you see GF in the app, that is the gamma flip. So we do also have the gamma flip levels here in exposure flow, as you can see there now. And we have it as well down here on the GEX profile chart in the symbol center. Now, STRAT Matrix, we'll start at the top. I consider this part of breadth as well. I do also like to see how many symbols we have going up versus down. So this will basically look like a tug of war when the market's open. But what this is doing is it's taking this watch list, whichever watch list you have loaded, and it's looking at each of these entire columns and showing you that here. Okay, so right now the month is more bullish, the week was a little more bearish. Just to be clear, these are live and updating in real time. It might be a 1 or 2 second delay, but they are constantly updating all day long. Below what this is showing is all of the OI versus the GEX volume for the expirations that you have selected. So we have 0 DTE, weekly, nearest monthly. Then we have delta exposure, charm. Below that, we have how many of the symbols have hit a key level today. In this case, you can see the open interest levels and the volume levels for PG. This many symbols have hit their respective PG level, and then ZG and NG. You can also see the levels here on the right. This is a daily candle, so you can just scroll through and see this. And if you need to hide this, you can click to pin and then it will hide it until you click on a symbol right now. So now let me break down the levels here as well. You can sort in a few different ways. So we have these buttons at the top. Right now, these are the open interest levels for the weekly time frame. If you select volume, it changes the levels that you're seeing. So I'll sort alphabetically just to show you. If you want to see how far you are from it, you can click %, and this will show you how far are we away from each level. And you can also sort, okay? So right now we are sorting using below. If the bar is on the right, we are below that level. If the bar is on the left, we're above that level. Same thing with ZG and PG. In this case, if I sort like this, we can see that UNH is barely above its NG level for the open interest side. Now, if we want to see what is the most above PG, you can click up here or right click the header of the column and it cycles through. But here we can see XLE is the farthest above its PG level. And then if you wanted to sort and see, okay, what is just above its ZG level, for example, well, there you go. And you can see we're just above it. So this chart shows you the key levels and the total exposure for this expiration grouping. So if I change this to 0 DTE, here, let's see, we'll take a look at Apple. So Apple has 11 million positive exposure and 309 on the volume side. Now that's for 0 DTE. If we change this to weekly, you can see it's different. So it's plus 83 million and plus over 500 million. So that updates with this drop down. We also have some filters. So we have some strat filters built in. You can click this if you want to see what day, week, and month is bullish. This shows you all of the bullish signals. You can clear that here and so on. And we have a fairly good selection of pre-built filters already, so you can check that out. But in a nutshell, this is my workflow. I go to the command center. Are we bullish or bearish on the breadth? Then I look at the totals and where are we at in relation to the ZG level. And that's about it. Again, I'm working on a statistics video. I plan to do a video on that relatively soon, and I'm hoping to get that up on the app as well. I did just make a couple of updates today that I'll show you here. So we now have the option to show net or call and put, so you can see what the complex is completely. You can now also view open interest and volume on this bottom row, and you can view it net as well. So hopefully that helps y'all and clear some things up. Hit that subscribe button, stay up to date, like this video. It'd really help me out and I would appreciate it. And sign up, app.hedgepulse.com. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We have an AI built into the app here. You can press help and ask it different questions. You can also access that here. Look forward to seeing everybody. Hopefully that helps answer any questions you all have and ultimately helps you make better decisions faster. That's the whole point, right? So anyway, till the next video, trade safe, manage your risk. I'll see you in the next one.